Working on it. We are live. Hey, good afternoon. This is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum show at lunchtime. I had a busy morning. Had to take the adopted dogs, and we'll do a PSA. Hey, I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master, Agile Coach, and this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum show. This is our 487th episode. It's about 1:06 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time. I was going to do it during lunchtime, but a little bit after lunch. Of course, when you want to do something, someone says, "Hey, Dad, can I have a sandwich for lunch?" So I had to make a sandwich for lunch because the kids are off from school. So we're here. What are we here? So I got a couple things today. One, I'm going to make a little promo during this episode. I'm going to cut and reuse. But I am going to offer 5 new coaching spots for people interested in Agile in the Philadelphia metro area. Want to try to help out my local community here and kind of promote that, where I'm going to have 5 spots, and it's nice. So we'll talk about that. I still have my other ones that I'm coaching too. They're still on board, but I think I got enough room for 5 more people and fill out my day there. So we're going to talk about Scrum and Tortillas. Never thought you would mix Scrum and Tortillas together, but apparently today I was watching Rick Bayless, and he does some Mexican cooking, and it made me think about Scrum and Tortillas, and what he said is exactly what I say about Scrum. I'm going to do a dog adoption PSA a little bit here, talk about a public service announcement or a piece of information, and I'm going to talk about short sprints during the work week and how you might handle that. I got to clean up my whiteboard, get that all nice and clean. I still have the stuff from last time that we talked about. I just need to find something to clean off the board. You know, when I go live and I don't plan this stuff out too well, this is what you get. So I guess I got to use my hand. I want to use my hand. Oh, God. Oh, well, it is what it is. So one of the things I want to talk about why I'm erasing this and getting this whiteboard stuff all over my fingers. Anyway, so a couple things. One, I want to do a little PSA about adopting animals. So when you do adopt animals, or you think you're going to get a pet, it is important to understand that when you adopt them, it's just like kids or anything else, you adopt everything related to those animals. I had, took the dogs to the vets. A couple things that weren't there, treatment, which is fine. It's part of the, when you bring someone into your family, you just don't toss them out. So, but it's not too expensive, not too bad, nothing major, right? I had to do a checkup this morning. That's why we didn't do the show this morning. Had to take them to the vet, get stitches out for when they got fixed and all, and learn more about the dogs that we didn't know about. And you learn things as you go, right? So a little PSA, don't expect perfection when you adopt a dog from a rescue or anything like that. Even I would say, even with the purebreds, don't even assume you're going to get all perfect. And it does cost money to have pets. And a lot of people adopt dogs and think during COVID and all this stuff, oh, I'm going to get a dog or a cat or whatever, but they don't think about, you do have to feed them. You do have to take them to the vets. You do have to do that. So I just wanted to share that little thing. That's not related to Scrum and Agile, but you could relate it to a team member when you bring new people on. It does cost effort to get them up to speed for the rest of the team. I love people said, oh, let's just assume they got full capacity and they have full capability the day they join. It doesn't quite happen that way. So it's going to cost you a little bit of money on that one. So as we say here at 5 a.m. Scrum, we talk about Scrum and Agile and a way of tactical and practical so that you can bring value to the customer, get home to your family and friends, take care of your pets and your kids, and have a little fun along the way. So a little fun thing I want to talk about. I was watching Rick Bayless today, and I got my little chart. I got to get a new one for the new year. And he was talking about making tortillas, and I'm watching, and he says something like, he goes, well, I haven't done the tortillas in a while. Sounds like people that release code into production haven't done it in a while. And then they wonder why it takes them a while, and they have so many conflicts and stuff like that. It's because you haven't done it in a while. So he's making their tortilla. He says, yeah, even a guy who's a top chef and making Mexican food. He's like, yeah, I haven't really made tortillas in a while. But after a while, he's like, after about 10 tries, it all came back to me and it worked fine. But even that person has to try again. And which is the beauty of Scrum. Scrum doesn't allow you to not present, not release code, not present code, not meet on things. And it keep thinking about stuff. So it keeps it fresh in your mind, where other organizations, let's say you did a project. We're going to do a retrospective, or they would call it a review of a project, after 8 months into the project. Well, you missed all the beginning stuff, the tough stuff, right? You forget all that. The beauty of Scrum is it happens a lot. And that's where it's like making the tortilla shells, which I'm going to try to do that because it looks really good, actually. Pretty simple. And making the tortilla shells, once you get into practice and the rhythm, it's really easy. The teams that balk at doing retrospectives, balk at doing demos, balk at sprint planning, balk at doing daily Scrum are the ones that don't do it on a regular basis, right? Balk at pair programming because they don't do it on a regular basis. Balk at doing automated testing because they don't do it on an automated not automated, but a regular basis, right? So think about that with the tortilla shells. Even he says he's been doing it for years. It's like, yeah, it takes a while, and then he's right. It was a great video. Maybe if I find it enough, I could share it on my YouTube. I'll like it so that you can correlate tortillas to making the Scrum, right? So, but that was my thing. It was lunchtime, made me hungry. So tortillas and Scrum, practice makes perfect, right? And not necessarily perfect, because you'll always still have issues, like you say, little tears. It's not perfection. It's okay. You can roll it up in a ball, pat it out, put it back in, and redo it so it's all nice and good. Same thing with Scrum. We do it every 2 weeks, so it's okay if it's not perfect. We have another sprint right coming along to make it perfect. Okay, so that's my comparison of building tortillas and Scrum. Let's talk about short sprint weeks, because I already did my PSA for the dog thing, and I want to talk about short sprint weeks. Holidays, short sprints. How do you do with it? What do you do? I had a couple teams. What we like to do is we do, let's say, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You notice I don't put Saturday and Sunday on here. Saturday and Sunday is not part of thinking agile. Okay, just so we all know. It's just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So what my teams, sometimes when I have nice small teams, got your stories, what you're going to do. You know what we start doing? Especially in the short weeks, we do a morning session and an afternoon. And morning. What is it? Mañana, tarde in the afternoon, right? I speak some Spanish, right? Morning. So we would say story A, and maybe we do story B in the afternoon, or maybe story A was two parts, and then maybe story B and B and C, and maybe D and E and F, right? So these are the stories we would do, and that's a story. Maybe this is story A too. Right? We actually wrote on the calendar. We just made a little calendar for the week, something. We threw it away when we're done. We didn't recreate it. But when we had these short weeks, because like Friday's off, right? So this is a holiday, right? So Friday for me is off. So we would plan what we would do every afternoon, what our plan, and we communicate this like, hey, I'm going to develop this A story here. I should be done in the morning tomorrow. Okay, my test, whoever's going to test it kind of knows going to test it. And then the next thing we're going to start is B as a group. And we just kind of work our way through. So we know exactly what stories we're going to do. And it helps make the week go better and more focused. The idea is you got that shorter work week. You make it focused on what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. And we actually broke it down this way. And every developer on the team, every teammate would do this, right? And then one of the teams I did this really worked well. We didn't have any testers. We just tested each other's stuff. Sometimes I did it as Scrum Master. Sometimes they did it. We just worked all as a team and made sure everything was good. But this is what we kind of did, right? And then maybe we'd do a demo the following week, or maybe maybe at the end we would do a demo or review. Make this the review if it was a short one. Maybe we did the review on the last Thursday. We'd go through all this and review the code. Take it easy on that last day before the holiday, right? But this is a great way of getting the team focused and really communicating what they wanted to do. We actually put this on a whiteboard on the wall and we wrote it down. And it was just temporarily. It wasn't something we did all the time. It wasn't every time. But when we have these short holiday weeks, this is a great way. Holiday. Right? Oh, Christmas tree. Whatever. Oh, Christmas trees. Little Christmas trees. So we did the holidays. So this is how we did it. We would actually lay it down. So that's what I wanted to talk about from a short little thing that you can use from a practical standpoint, tactical standpoint. My teams actually liked it. You may think they don't, but they do, because they knew exactly what was coming down, what they were going to do, and what was expected of them in that short work week, and kept them focused on what was going on, because there's always things going around, right? So that was that. So now, what I want to offer, a little. I'm going to do this little ad here at the end here. So, how you doing? I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and I'm offering 5 people in the Philadelphia metro area coaching with me, some Agile coaching. People are already Scrum Masters. Maybe you just started being an Agile coach. Maybe you're a product owner. Maybe you're a business analyst or developer. Anybody that wants to have questions, just share ideas about being in the Agile business. It's free, about 6 months. You get about 6 months time, which is about 20 sessions or so. They're about a half hour. Usually weekly. We set up a schedule. The coachee's job is to figure out and plan what days are going to be available. I work with days are available for me, but it's their job to make sure, hey, Greg, we meet tomorrow. I reach out to, but it's a two-way street because it's up for them, not just me. And so I'm offering the coaching for 5 people. It's free. It's nice because I'm not in your hierarchy corporation. You can ask questions. Nothing is too young in the thought process of what Agile is that's a better word than saying other words. So anything goes. We talk about Agile, Scrum, Kanban, whatever you want. Any kind of thought processes is something you want to do. Your careers, little mentoring, coaching, things like that. So I'm offering that to you all. You're more welcome. Just send me a note in LinkedIn or in YouTube, right? And it's 5amMesterScrum. It's a free session, free 20 sessions for about 6 months, half hour a week. And we do a weekly basis. We get in a regular practice and something given to the community here in local Philly. All right, with that, I'm going to say, see you later. Happy scrumming. Enjoy your day. Please give us a thumbs up if you like the show. You know, it's my gift in the new year. Ring the bell. And feel free to sign up. Again, whoever thought Scrum was like making tortillas? Practice. Do it on a regular basis. You get really good at it, and it's second nature. And think about the short work weeks. Okay, everybody, have a happy scrumming. Try to get as many in during the week as possible. It is a holiday week. I don't know what I'm going to do Friday, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, take care and have a great day. Bye. See ya. One day I'll get it figured out.